Welcome to the Clear Shots Podcast with Seth Skinner and Jake Jones.
What's up, guys? It's Seth from Clear Shots, and today you're going to hear part 2 of our talk with Cass. Please enjoy.
Don't give them clear shots. Don't give them clear shots. Don't give them clear shots. Don't give them clear shots.
Oh, that was perfectly
Wasn't even
synced.
close. Not even close.
So
We were going to do the science globe.
we brought the Einstein coil out.
Don't do it. It's going to be really annoying. All right, I'm just warning everybody right now. It's going to be really annoying. It's on the
You got, and when you touch it,
Oh my god, it's going to be really annoying. Oh. Actually, it's not that bad over there.
yeah.
It's still kind of annoying, though.
You-
What? Audio mode. Oh my god.
touch it, and it changes the frequency.
Yeah. It's really fucking weird. That's science.
It's like a battery.
That's real science. Dude, you know what? I feel like in every movie, whenever you see a scientist, they've always got one of those things, right?
Yeah, why?
It doesn't make any sense. What are they going to do with it?
Lick it.
I mean, like, and they always have vials everywhere. It's like, I mean, I guess you could use vials, but it's just kind of stereotypical. You know what I mean? You're kind of a stereotypical scientist if you have a bunch of vials. And then those beakers. You got to have beakers. We should just set up a fucking lab, dude. I mean, we've already got half of it right there.
Yeah, all we need is beakers.
Yeah, we need beakers and vials. And then, like, green shit in them and stuff. And things that bubble. How come shit's always bubbling?
Yeah. Are they always doing something?
They're always doing something. There's
I think
always...
they're just making wine.
Right. Yeah, maybe. There's always an experiment being done. Like, it's like basically like Bill Nye the Science Guy. Like, if you watch Bill Nye, anytime he's in the lab, it's like all those stereotypical, like, science lab things.
It's like obviously food coloring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you have to be wearing a white lab coat, otherwise you're not a scientist.
But you gotta prove you don't spill things. That's the only way.
Yeah, that's true.
Is that why they wear white?
I just made that up.
It might be.
That, like,
It's, yeah, maybe they know that if they got anything on them.
Who's the best scientist? You know.
Yeah, that's
Who's
a good
the
question.
Dirty scientist.
hey, if
I wonder, like, how much Elon does. You know what I mean? Like, how hands-on he is.
if you lived in Star Wars, would you be on the Empire or the Rebels?
Well, it's wherever you were born, I guess. Really, it's where it depends. Like, it's
Or
basically.
would you want to be Clone Wars era?
I mean, if you get to choose, I guess. I don't know. I'd rather be part of the Rebels, I guess. Well, no, I guess the Empire's pretty fucking. You're pretty like guaranteed to live for a decent amount of time with the Empire. If
As
you're
long
a
as
rebel,
you
you're
don't
just
live on the
run.
Death Star, you're fine.
Right.
I just think it'd be sweet to be like a Jedi assassin.
Yeah.
Or like a Sith assassin.
I mean, the thing
You
is,
wear that
like,
fucked up armor and shit.
they're coming after you, though. You know what I mean?
You played The Force Unleashed, right?
Mm-mm.
You're living on the run.
Star Wars is still dope, even if you haven't played it.
Mhm.
You should try it out, though.
Try it out.
Try it out. I don't know.
Yeah, you're living on the. You're a fugitive if you're a rebel.
I don't know. If you guys could live in a video game universe, what would it be?
Super Mario World's pretty cool. You can jump on. You can jump on turtles and shit. And
You
eat
could do that
mushrooms.
now.
Yeah, but they don't.
The mata.
I've never seen anybody jump on a turtle and then grab its shell and like spin it and throw it across the ground. It's actually, you probably could do it.
Pretty impressive, really.
Yeah, and then eat mushrooms and get bigger. You know, I mean, you think you get bigger, I guess. That's one thing.
Think you got extra lives.
Like
Most
when
of my bones that I've broken in my body have been when I was tripping.
yeah.
So I'm like, I can't go to the hospital.
Well, it's like when you.
I'm tripping right now.
Well, you could
Oh, my
also
God,
you could
yeah.
eat flowers and then shoot fireballs out of your hand, which is pretty cool.
I can't do that.
Yeah, but in Mario World you could. See what
That's
I'm saying?
after you're already tripping.
Right. Now, are we talking Super Mario World 3 or regular Super Mario World? Because with Super Mario World, there's the one with the cape and you can fly.
Yeah.
But then in 3, you could get the feather, and then you have like the little tail, and you jump around and fly. But you fly
You're
differently.
really tuned into Super Mario, aren't you?
Yeah, you never played Super Mario?
I did. I have played Super Mario. That's why I wouldn't want to live there. What do you
Why
do?
not? You could jump up and down, hit blocks, and get coins for every block you hit. Think how rich you'd be. You'd have all kinds of coins because there's blocks everywhere.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Is that even the currency in the Mario world? I don't even know. Like, what is the currency?
What do you buy?
Yeah.
I don't know. Don't they? They have
All the
RPGs,
cool shit's
don't
out in
they?
the wild.
Don't
You
they,
just
they
buy
have, They have
hearts?
RPGs in the Mario world, don't they? Like Paper Mario and Super
Yeah.
Mario RPG and Mario and Luigi Brothers in Time.
Yeah. Like Luigi's Mansion.
I don't know.
What
I
sucks
think-
is, though, if you're little Mario and you get touched by anything, then you're dead. That's what sucks. So just, you got to get mushrooms. That's the bottom line. That's what I'm trying to tell everybody.
Be a plumber. Eat mushrooms.
Yeah. Such a weird
and
fucking
and
concept.
kidnap a blonde woman.
Yeah, it's so weird. Like a fucking dinosaur turtle captured a princess, and you have to be. You're a plumber who goes and fucking saves the princess. I don't understand the concept there.
Where would you want to live, Cass?
Lord of the Rings.
I knew
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
I knew it.
Could have called that one.
What race would you be? Would you be an elf or would you be a man?
Probably a man.
Be like Aragorn? Be like a ranger?
Yeah.
I'll be like fucking fuck. Wait.
I mean, it's one of them.
Shit.
Boromir.
No, who's the
Faramir.
Nope, the guy from Shadow of Mordor.
Talion.
Talion.
Oh.
That was a fun game.
That's a wicked. You played that,
Yeah,
right?
the thing about that game, I never finished it because I felt like I was just doing the same thing over and over.
Yeah, it gets a little repetitive.
Yeah.
The
Like, I
Shadow
like-
of War gets a little better.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I need to get that still. I'm
That was
waiting for
fun.
it to drop on
See,
sale.
I like
And
the
now
idea.
you don't have to pay for those microtransactions. They got rid of all that.
That's
So that's
good.
cool.
I like the idea, the Nemesis system and all that.
Yeah.
The graphics are wicked good,
And
and
the second one is way better too.
yeah, that's what I've noticed.
It felt like a
And
fusion of like Assassin's Creed and then
Yep.
also like
Arkham,
yeah, like Arkham or like
Mad Max.
it's kind of open world too at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
It's a fun game. I like all the games. Like you played War in the North, right?
Mm-hmm.
I like
That
all the
one's a
games
great
that are
one.
just brutal versions of Lord of the Rings
Yeah.
because that's all I've ever wanted.
That's definitely one of my favorite Lord of the Rings games. Is the War in the North.
Yeah.
Battle for Middle Earth 2 is pretty cool. It's one of those.
Was that the RTS?
Was that real time strategy?
Yeah.
Some,
was like the-
where you
like-
click on the army and
It's
they
top
move
down,
over.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
that one's
That was
wicked
really
good.
fun. You build like trees so that you can keep getting more points to buy more stuff, and then you got to build like a fortress over here so that you can keep
Like Command and
building
Conquer
stuff.
or whatever, like
StarCraft, Warcraft.
Halo Wars.
That
Alien
was, I
versus
beat
Predator.
that game. I've beaten almost every Lord of the Rings game I have.
Yeah, I didn't play that many of them. I played Two Towers on PS2, I think.
That's
That's
a
my
great
favorite
game.
one for sure. My other favorite one used to be Lord of the Rings Conquest, and then I decided to play Cass in Lord of the Rings Conquest, and I realized that I'm a little bitch boy at Lord of the Rings Conquest.
I just choose Archer every time.
Yeah.
That was wicked fun. We were playing that one time where I was just like charging people off that giant bridge just over and over. Because it's literally, if you played that one,
No.
it's made by the same dudes that did Star Wars Battlefront, like the classic ones. But it's Star Wars Battlefront, but Lord of the Rings.
So you got Archer, you got a Scout, you can be invisible and backstab people. You got Mage, so you can put up a shield wall so arrows can't get you, and you can heal people and yourself, shoot a laser and
What is
throw
it?
flames
Is it
and
third
stuff.
like, what is it, third person?
But when you're aiming and stuff, it's like first person. Like
It's like,
It's pretty crazy.
Archer is my go-to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never even seen that one, I don't think.
It's a fun one.
Yeah, it's wicked underrated too, because I think you are the only other person I know of that has it. And I remember when I came over that one day, you guys were playing it. I was like, "Yep, okay, this is what we're doing for the next 2.5 hours." That's wicked. Okay.
The Third Age is kind of like a Final Fantasy 7 turn-based RPG. Kinda.
Really?
Yeah, it's really fun.
Is that old?
It was GameCube era, so
I never even heard of that one.
that one's fun. You just select. It's cool to just chill out because, like, when it comes to your turn, you could just be doing something else, and then like, oh yeah, select this attack, and boom, but you gotta be like the higher level you get, certain things are like more prone to other attacks than others, and some of them, like, they'll cast something on you so you can't do anything for so many turns, and if you use this move you'll get 2 moves in the next coming up turn, but if you use this move you only get 1 turn, and they'll be able to attack more and stuff, so it shows you the turn.
It's basically Pokemon.
Yeah.
Basically Pokemon.
Yep.
I'm glad you mentioned Final Fantasy, because I'd probably just input me in any Final Fantasy game and let me be like a noble and just
One of
chill
them
out.
guys, yeah.
One of the dudes.
One of those fellas.
Yeah. That reminds me, I probably should start up my Final Fantasy 7 playthrough again, because I abandoned that like a motherfucker as soon as I started playing Counter-Strike again.
I just, like I said, I don't like how long it takes to get through the beginning. That's what I'm dreading the most, is just sitting through the fucking beginning of it.
Yeah, especially 7. The problem I have with 7 is that I know how the story goes, but I want to finish like the first disc, because as soon as you get to disc 2, the game is.
They should have like a speed
open.
mode. Go like plays it. If you were using an emulator, you could probably speed everything up.
I think the remastered versions that are on like PlayStation 4 and computer and phones and tablets and going to be coming to Xbox, they have a speed
toasters and microwaves and all that.
Yeah, your
shit.
fridge and shit.
Yeah.
That will be able to speed up. I think we talked about that with Dave. How you can have it. You can actually skip the random encounter battles too, and have it so you only fight bosses.
The important
which is pretty sweet. Like, you only fight scripted enemies, and you level up accordingly.
Yeah, that's good for people.
Or
who
in the
played it
North
already.
is pretty cool because you beat the game and you can start the game over, but
Yeah.
you still
Like
have
New
all
Game
your
Plus.
same stats, and it's even harder. I'm
Yeah.
having struggle even getting through the first level.
Yeah, I like
once
when
I've
games
already
do
beaten
that.
it.
It gives you a reason to play it again, you know?
Yeah.
Did you
I
guys
did that
ever,
with The Witcher.
Did
I
you ever
played it
play the
twice.
Mass Effect games? Did you ever play those?
No,
Mm-mm.
didn't.
Really? Those are good ones. Just play the second one. You can skip the first one.
Kind of
Well,
like Assassin's Creed.
Yeah,
They're
like the whole big thing with Mass Effect was that each game you could, if you like, they were all on Xbox 360. So like, I had Mass Effect 1 and I beat it, and then when you get Mass Effect 2, you import your character. So it's the same character. You made the same decisions. You have the same stats and everything when you start the second one, and then when you beat the second one, you import that same Commander Shepard into the third one, which was fucking sweet because it felt like you were actually going on this journey that took,
Yeah, that's what they should
6
do.
or 7 years.
You would think everything would do that, you know?
Yeah.
Or like anything that's continuous.
That's what I loved about, I think I talked about it before, the Fallout mod, The Tale of Two Wastelands, because you do it's Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas, because they're on the same engine. And when you beat number 3, your character gets sent to New Vegas.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Yeah, and that's just the coolest shit, because it has all the same stats, same gear.
Yeah. I mean, Destiny was going to, like, they kind of did it, but they let you carry the same character over, but, like, you lose all your shit.
Yeah,
In
that
the
was like
when you
in
go
the
to the
beginning of the
second
game,
one.
right?
Yeah.
The Traveler or whatever.
But they tried to make it like a story-driven thing, where, like, the tower got attacked and all the gear was destroyed and shit.
Do I have a backup shirt here still? Because I'm getting warm.
I'm sure you do, yeah. You probably have a million backup shirts.
Yeah, it's right here.
Yeah. He's got like a walk-in closet here.
I always get sweaty.
I was watching I don't know what I was scrolling through YouTube or whatever, and I came across your YouTube page.
Oh,
yeah. And I watched some of the like videos of CJ and Dervil playing guitar.
Yeah. 2 guys, 1 guitar.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Man. I haven't seen CJ in so long.
They're both in Florida.
Both of them are?
Yep.
Yeah, I wonder how he's doing.
Both
talk to
working
him at
like
all?
electrical. Not in a while, no. I haven't. I've just been busy, and I never think to call them.
Yeah. Because last time I saw him, they were on Bridge Street in that little place there.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, that was
Wow.
a long time ago.
Yeah. That was... Wow.
Probably 3-4 years. Probably 5 years ago almost.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's weird because like I lived with him for a while, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So I saw him every day, and then all of a sudden it was like he's in Florida. So
Yeah.
Who's that, Derville?
well, yeah,
Him
and
too.
CJ.
But CJ, yeah. Derville's only been out there for a little over a year now.
Mike is about to fall out of the fucking thing. He just recently moved up there.
About a little over a year ago now.
Huh. Yeah, I haven't seen him in about the same amount of time.
Yeah. He turned redneck. It's cool, though.
Really?
Yeah.
He pulls it off really well.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's like one of those things. Some people do. Once you get a camo hat with the
Lipper in?
like yeah, a camo hat, bend the brim as far as you can, as hard as you can.
You gotta put a hook
so
in
it's
it.
a W
Yeah.
almost, or an
Yeah.
M.
And then walk around with grizzly. When you have the grizzly and you're
Yeah, you can.
then you're cool. Then you're yeah. Then you know you're cool.
I used to chew when I worked at Novellis because it was a lot easier than taking smoke breaks all the time.
I just blend all my food.
See, it's weird that they say chew because you don't chew it at all.
No, it depends on the type you get.
You can't. There's types that you can
Yeah,
chew.
you can get
Red
like
Man, you chew,
big
right?
full leaf, and you can actually chew it.
It
And one
seems like,
time,
it seems like nicotine gum.
my dad was driving me somewhere, and this guy obviously had a lipper in and spit, and my dad started laughing. And I'm like, "What are you laughing about?" He goes, "Two dippers don't need to spit."
Yeah, I remember because I would do snooze. Or not snooze.
Oh, yep.
Yeah, snooze.
Yep,
In the
I remember
pouches.
those.
Yeah.
And
Well, there's
those.
people that
I
just
would-
swallow that
That's
shit.
what I
It's
did. I would
fucking
gut
gross.
it. But the problem is that the next morning you shit like a motherfucker.
Because it's little fiberglass.
Yeah.
I was always scared of swallowing it. That's why I never even
Sublimate.
wanted to do it because I was told that you'd get sick as fuck.
Oh my god.
I was like, fuck this, dude. And I don't know. I felt like it wasn't really necessary. I felt like
And
and
I
it's
liked
also
it.
gross spitting into a bottle all the time.
I liked it because the buzz you get from snooze was it was just effortless. I'd put a lip in for just like 45 minutes and I'd be good for the whole day.
Yeah.
So I would spend like $6 on a can that had like 24 pouches or whatever, and I'd be good for like 2 or 3 weeks.
I've done it like twice. And I was like, I don't even really.
Like I remember Tim Phantom for my birthday jokingly bought me a tin of Grizzly, and I was like, "Yep, thanks. I don't have to buy cigarettes for a month now."
Wow.
Yeah.
Because
I mean, it's probably not good for your gums, I would say.
no,
Probably.
no. My cousin Gino.
If I had to guess.
My cousin Gino, I'm not sure if he still chews or not, but you can see how like it's wicked thin here.
Dude, it'll rot through your fucking
Yeah.
mouth.
So
like-
then it is bad.
Yeah, I would
Yeah.
say.
It's way worse because you're getting nicotine and tar and all those chemicals and shit
Directly.
into your fucking skin.
Yeah, but just alternate sides, you know? Like, do one side
One
today
top.
and then... Yeah. Just do it the whole... You balance it out.
Yeah.
Why not just like shave off some skin,
Mm-hmm.
put it on, put some duct tape around it?
Right. Or just inject pure nicotine. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Put it in your ears, you know?
Yeah, or your butthole or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll
totally-
absorb pretty well in
Yeah.
your butthole. I'm sure somebody's done that. Jammed
Why'd
a
you
bunch
look
of
at me
chew.
when I said- when you said-
Because you've probably done it.
No, I don't put stuff in my butt anymore.
Oh. When did you, when was the final straw there? Was there something that, like, broke the camel's back and you...
So, so
There had to be something, man. You put it in there and you're like, no, this isn't, I think I'm done with this. I think this is it. I think this is the last time.
I really do like nicotine though. Like, I don't know.
Stop dodging the question.
I don't know how much you
Why
like
are you
nicotine.
avoiding the question, Jack Dorsey?
I'm not talking about what. stop me from liking things in my ass. Because obviously it's not a story I need the world to hear. All the world needs to know is that I don't put stuff in my ass to get off anymore,
like, when
that's where it ends.
When you say nothing, like, I feel like the conclusion is going to be like, you got a dick in your ass. And then
no, it was not a penis. It was a foreign object. And I thought I could handle it. And it felt good for like a bit, and then it hurt. And then it hurt even worse getting it out.
It wasn't like a straight... Was it curved or anything? I'm just trying to get to the bottom of this. I mean, I don't...
Yeah, literally the bottom, dude. Why are you so interested in what I put in my ass?
I mean, it's, I'm just saying, you can't leave people hanging. That's all. You're walking around.
You might die if you put nicotine up your butt, though.
Yeah, I was going to say, because, yeah.
Like, there's no filter.
No, that's why it's.
I remember
bad.
I'm on Reddit for they have an LSD subreddit.
Oh God.
And
LSD up the butt.
Yeah, there was this dude talking about how he'll buy like a 10 strip and it will last him over a year because he'll do like half a tab and just shove it up his ass.
Yep.
I'm not okay with that.
See, it's just those people. I don't know. You gotta.
The thing is that the chemical, like, there's no way to make it more potent. Because it's...
You just got to get it more condensed.
Yeah, you just got to get it in your system. Like,
yeah.
Once you put, 100 micrograms of LSD in your system, no matter how it gets to you, it's going to hit you. It's not like beer or anything where, like, the method... I mean, I'm sure if there was a way to fucking inject LSD, it would just hit you instantly.
Right. I mean, the thing is...
I've heard stories from friends of mine that said that they were buying from this dude who had crystal acid rather than liquid.
Okay.
And he said that they were asking him to like prove that he could handle it. They were like, put your thumb on it.
Right.
Touch it. And then he said as soon as he put his thumb on it, like 10, 15 seconds later, he was tripping his face off and didn't even remember the rest of the deal or anything. He said he just walked away.
Jesus.
Yeah. No, that's my problem with LSD is that I cannot be around people when I'm tripping.
Right.
I don't like it. And I think we talked about this before. I know you like to trip around people when you would do it all.
Yeah, like out at stage and stuff.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to handle that. When I trip, I shut everything off, my phone, social media, everything, disconnect, and it's just me and my brain for like 12 hours, 12 to 18 hours. I like finding... my favorite thing about it is like what I find to occupy myself with. Like, I think I was telling you that one night I did it. I stayed up for like 18 hours straight, and I was literally just watching like condensed versions of like Stanley Cup championship
I thought you were gonna
games.
Say like Lifetime Network or
no.
or some
No,
shit.
I looked up condensed versions of like Stanley Cup finals games from like 1995 until the present day. Each one was like 20-30 minutes long. So I just sat there watching like hockey games. I don't even really like hockey anymore.
Yeah, you don't even remember the games.
The best one was when I watched The Godfather, when I was tripping my face off after like 4 tabs.
Yeah, I haven't done it. The last time I did anything was mushrooms at the fucking house.
And that was you two, right?
Yeah, we made couch forts.
Oh my God, fort.
Yeah, we actually had pretty good forts, honestly. We took every pieces of fucking, like every bit of furniture that was in there.
We're like, CJ's room, yep, we're taking these.
Yep. It all went down in the living room. It was pretty good, dude.
What'd you do? You just built the forts and hung out in them? Or did you like play
We
video
just kept
games
building.
Yeah.
We just kept building.
It was like Minecraft IRL.
We tilted like the couch like up on its side.
Yeah, it was like up and over.
Yeah.
Like the back was the roof. We were really, because like what was funny was like every time we thought we were done,
we'd
figure something out.
Yeah.
Like there was a way to make it better. There's always improvements.
Yep. And then there's a bunch of stuff in the living room.
Yeah.
That one party.
Yeah.
That one party was ridiculous.
I think we've talked about this.
We definitely have talked about it.
The one
Because that was the one
where-
that Graham and I came
'cause-
over to, and we saw a bunch of sketchy scumbag girls snorting shit in the bathroom,
Yeah.
and we left.
Yeah.
We went back to your dad's house.
I don't even know how it happened. Like it was weird because like I just
Washer.
came out of my that's what it was.
Like,
But I came out
we were
of
just
my
so
room.
sketched out, like we didn't even want to go upstairs and hang out with Seth. And
Then
Christian.
people
Dude, I don't know
started
how it
stealing
happened so fast though. Like I
Yeah.
came out of my room and everyone was there all of a sudden.
Yeah.
There was fucking
Like on
people in
fucking-
CJ's room like going through shit and
Yeah.
like stealing
There
shit.
was like 70 people there.
yeah.
Like what the fuck is going on?
Apparently there's beer bottles in the schoolyard
in the
and
schoolyard.
stuff. The elementary school. That was I was there and I was just like, yo, I'm gonna go home. I can't take this. And then I was like, wait, CJ's at work. So I came back from my apartment at 10th Street.
Yeah. I don't think anything even happened. Like there was no
People-
cops or anything, I don't think.
No, yeah.
As weird as that is.
Amazed.
Which is amazing for that neighborhood because that entire
Unbelievable.
neighborhood, besides my parents, are fucking
Yeah.
super miserable.
Dude,
like,
it's
they're
not-
nice,
it's not
but
like
they are
it's-
super against any kind of get together.
Right.
Like,
They-
well, it's not
that
like it
shit.
was Wes's where it's like out in the like
Yeah,
where there's
you're-
only a
you're,
couple
like,
houses.
across the street from an elementary school.
Yeah.
The next house is like this far away.
Yeah.
Because you're in a like packed part of the city.
Yeah.
That's crazy that no one was fucking calling anybody.
I even got
somebody said
I
something.
even had a lady come over and ask me not to drum anymore past 7.
Oh really?
Yeah, when I had my drum set down.
Oh,
there.
that's right. Yeah.
And so we made that the rule, like, all right, nobody past 7 or whatever.
Yeah, and then nobody was drumming like ever because everybody slept till 3 in that house. Unless they had to work.
Yep.
Like, I still remember when one of my dad's buddies lived in that house like 2 years ago, that the neighbors would have a problem with him having a barbecue because there'd be too many people outside and it would distract them from their own get-togethers.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, we have 24 people over here. We're having a barbecue. Don't just fucking stare at us and scowl from across the street. Just come over.
Yeah.
Like, but they would
Yeah.
just, those people don't live there anymore, thankfully. But I know exactly who you're talking about. It was
Yeah,
like
it's
an
just
older,
like,
it was
I
like
never-
an older married couple. They were just fucking, they were unreal.
Just assholes. That's what happens. Dude, it's just I never got that. Like I get like if you're loud in the day, so fucking what? It's the
Yeah.
day. Like noise ordinance is the only reason that you should be calling anybody.
Mhm.
If it's past that whatever time it is.
Yeah.
Other than that, like,
Let people do what they want. It's fucking it's free conch.
Yeah. I know. I never really, I don't understand that shit. Like, I remember when I lived on Van Buren that, like, the downstairs neighbor luckily was my roommate's girlfriend. And then the houses all around us were decently far enough to where,
Right.
you know, they didn't hear
I mean that's
the
why I would like to live
concentrated
in
noise.
the out in the country where there's
Yeah.
literally
Nothing
like,
nothing gets more crazy than a country party in
Oh my
upstate
God.
New York.
Yeah.
That's when shit goes
Then
down.
you can do
That's
whatever
when
you want.
people get fucked.
yeah,
Like, literally.
right.
There's just
That's where people develop
farm
like,
farm
a
parties.
kink for
Farm
being
parties are
raped.
crazy. Like, I think the drunkest, besides like Wes's house on Brandon Trail, the drunkest I've ever gotten is at like my aunt and uncle's or cousins' houses that live out in like Mexico. Or
It's definitely
the
every time
farmland
I've been
in Fulton.
really drunk, it's out in the country.
well, it's like you're outside and it's just like, wow, I don't have to be afraid of puking anywhere.
And it's
Right.
just like you don't feel stressed. You don't feel like you're under pressure or anything.
yeah,
And it's
you
like
know
if
no one's
you're-
gonna complain about
if
anything.
everybody, if you have like 20 people around a fire and you're hooting and hollering and stuff, like no one's gonna give a shit
because the next
there's
house is 100 yards away from you.
and and most of the time the closest house to that party is at the party.
Right? Yeah, that's true.
Like that's the legendary
Right? Yeah,
part.
because out there it's weird because like their neighbors are still their neighbors, even though they're
Yeah.
fucking way down the road. Yeah, out like when you go out towards Camp Hollis and shit, like out in that area.
like where the Berlins live on Westlake
yeah, out
Road.
in that area.
Those are the best fucking parties, like the best get-togethers.
yeah,
You know, well, like there was the one Halloween party where there was only like fucking 6 of us, but we had 3 guitars out there, a fucking giant speaker. We're being loud as shit because the closest house is like a football field away.
Yeah.
right.
And we're right next to the lake. You know, very relaxing.
My brother was saying the funniest thing to me. He's just like, yeah, I'm kind of getting sick of cleaning up puke in front of Bodified all the time. He said, I'm getting so good at telling what people ate or drank the night before by the different. He's like, oh, you went
the different
to Calio's
hues,
and
the hues.
oh,
and the
you had a rum and
consistencies.
coke, and
Yeah,
I was losing it. I was just like, oh, the way he was delivering.
I'm sure they
it
get
was
a lot
funny
of
as fuck.
pizza and calzones up in that area.
Yeah.
And on the floor, you know.
And definitely fucking half-digested fucking Mexican food from that shitty fucking taco place on West First next to the bistro.
I haven't been there yet.
Don't go there.
Uh-huh.
Do not go there.
Don't go there.
Why?
Don't.
What if they have good vegetable options?
They don't.
Really?
They could.
I'll go with you and I'll show you why it's bad.
Isn't it open till like 3 a.m?
Yep. And there's a reason. Because the only people that are buying that food are the people that are ordering Mexican food at 3 a.m.
Yeah.
You probably like
sounds-
it then.
Yeah.
It's fun, dude. It's
Disregard what I'm saying.
You
it's-
guys
it's-
been to the Taco Bell?
I haven't
In
actually.
Fulton?
Yeah.
You?
I just did the other day, and it was weird. There's like a
Was it
huge
still
ass-
packed?
Yeah. The
Really?
line for the drive-through was almost wrapped around the whole building again.
That's fucking hilarious.
So I was like, you know what? I'm going to go inside.
yeah.
I go inside, and there's one of those screens where you select what you want and stuff. That was kind of freaky for me. I've never done one of those
Yeah,
before.
I did
other
one
than-
in. There was one at McDonald's when we went to Cedar Point, like right by the hotel we were staying at.
When we went to that pit stop on the way from Buffalo, the Arby's was like that.
Mm.
You
Yeah.
didn't go in. You guys were all sleeping. I fucking...
It's
It's dangerous because I dropped like $24 at Arby's on myself.
and the thing is with those, you can like customize everything so easily.
I got like 4 things from Taco Bell, and it was like $11. And I was like,
That's actually not bad.
what? I was expecting to pay like almost 20 or more,
Right.
and then like
So what'd you
Honestly, like I'll pay
Crunch Wrap, couple burritos,
Crunch Wrap for
and
sure.
some tacos.
get? Yeah.
Crunch Wraps, and I mean, I never pay more than like $12 usually.
I always get the $12 or the $12 box.
Yeah.
Or whatever, the 12 taco box.
Ooh,
That's...
That works
Just
because then
12
even
just-
if you don't eat all of it, it's like
Yeah,
you
just
still
give
got
me-
4 or so left.
Just give me 12 soft tacos and a Baja Blast.
because everything there's the same thing. It's just wrapped differently or shaped differently.
what I usually do when I go to Fajita Grill, I just ask for a rice bowl with everything I want, and then instead of getting chips, I'll just get tortillas, like
Yes.
6 to
I
8
get the
tortillas,
fajitas
and then
because they give you like 6 shells or whatever, and then
Yeah.
you can just tell them to put whatever you want in the box, and then you just make tacos out of it.
Yep. I'm
It's
not
like-
sure if you get more with a fajita or a rice bowl because
I'm
they're
not
pretty
sure.
much the same thing.
It depends on like if you get it like to go or
Yeah.
you know like what they're putting it in.
My friend Allison and Swamp's girlfriend gets the deconstructed nachos. So she gets... It used to be on the menu and it's not anymore, but it's just nachos, but they keep the chips
Do they
separate.
construct them and then deconstruct
So you
them?
basically get like a taco... What do they call it?
Toppings.
Yeah, like the nacho
Taco
the nachos
salad.
are together and then the taco or the
Chips
nachos
first.
are together and the chips are separate. So you
So you
basically
just-
just have dip, like taco dip.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah. Taco salad is amazing. Oh my god.
Yeah, dude, I'd never tried taco dip until I was hammered at a party I wasn't invited to. this girl I was hanging out with at the time was like, "Oh, the bar closed. It's midnight. The bar's gonna get packed and it's gonna close soon. My friend's having a party. Let's go." And she brought me there, introduced me to everybody, and then she left a half hour later. So I was stuck there.
No.
And I was like, "Fuck, this isn't good." And then somebody brought out taco dip, and I was like, "Yup, that's
I'm
game."
staying.
They had like a big fucking thing of taco dip and 2 family-sized bags of Tostitos scoops.
Yeah.
And I just sat there and watched people play beer pong while I just drank the whole night away.
See, taco salad is dangerous though.
Which
'cause,
one's
like even when
taco
it's
salad?
cold, it's just like basically everything that's usually in a taco in a fucking
Okay, so
thing.
yeah, that's
like
what
with,
it- that's
with
what it
like
was then.
with like nachos and shit.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah, when it's cold, it's better.
When it's cold, it's ridiculous.
It's so good. Have you ever had that shit? Ah,
It's like you
the
can't
best.
even stop though, because
No, you
just like,
can't, because it's just like each time you take a bite, you're like, "Oh my god, that was great." But
yeah,
I'm
I
mad
need to
this
fill
is-
my mouth with more of
Yeah.
that.
It's just nonstop. It's just nonstop.
It's
dude.
dangerous. You can't.
Mexican food is just great.
Yeah, well, I don't know
It
what
really
they're
is.
doing down there, but they got something
I
figured
mean, they're
out. man.
fucking. They're like.
They got it figured out. That's why they're running away, trying to get in here.
Yeah, they're like, we gotta show you this.
Italians.
That's all it
They're
is.
like,
They
"Try our
They
food,
just want to
dude."
show us their food.
They're like, you're gonna
Italians.
And we're
love-
trying to build a wall to
Have
keep them
my vote
out.
for best food.
Yeah, and yeah, Italian pizza alone just wins it. You know.
Pizza and pasta.
Yeah.
But they wouldn't have the tomato unless they discovered South America. The tomato wasn't
Oh, yeah,
discovered
that's
until
right.
South America.
Oh
was.
yeah,
And weren't potatoes not even native to Ireland until
Ooh.
they explored the Americas, and then they brought them back to Ireland,
Maybe.
and they realized that the
don't know
soil
about
there.
some of those things are just hanging out. Man.
I got it. I want to say that's like not tomatoes. Potatoes are from
Yeah.
like the Americas, and then they exported them all to Ireland and the
Potatoes
UK.
are so weird, dude. They just look weird. And then when you see that, when you first discover it, you're like, "What the fuck do I do with this thing?" Because
This
if you
thing's
bite
covered
into
in
it, you're
dirt.
like,
You can do anything with a potato.
Yeah,
that's why.
but-
they're so
I've,
good.
I've
But when
eaten
you
raw
first
potatoes before.
Really?
When I was
Not
like I was out on an island in the middle of Lake Ontario.
aren't they like super hard though?
It was pretty hard. It was like harder than an apple,
Yeah.
but like about that.
I mean, you could still eat it, but
yeah, it didn't taste good though.
no.
It didn't
That's-
taste bad, but it didn't taste good at all.
kind of like do you like plums?
Yes.
Yeah, plums are good. I don't like pears though.
I love
Baked potatoes
pears.
are just fucking great. Even a baked potato with nothing on it works
Twice
fucking
baked
well.
potato. Now we're
Those are ridiculous. I can't do those because they are fucking just.
they're so bad for you.
Yeah, they are wicked bad for you.
Or is it a loaded baked? No, twice baked is when you bake it, then you scoop the potato out, and then mix it with a bunch of shit, then wrap it back in the skin,
Yeah.
wrap it
And
back
Put
in the
cheese
foil.
on
And
top.
it
and
put
then you bake it.
everything that's bad for you on it, basically.
God, who invented Americans have
Of
great
course.
food though. Like I love when there's like a post on Reddit or 4chan that's just like people that don't live in America. What's your favorite thing about America? And all of it is just like, dude, who the fuck comes up with deluxe bacon cheeseburgers?
NASCAR, dude.
Yeah. NASCAR actually is one of them too, because it's like a. Who the fuck did we talk about NASCAR? with?
NASCAR
Was
is
it
American as
Dave?
fuck.
It was something we were talking about how it's,
Skateboarding.
Skateboarding is American, yeah. I was gonna say like NASCAR is crazy because it's like when you look at it, it's so monotonous, but it's truly the most skill based auto sport because
It's
everybody's on
designed-
an even keel.
Yeah, and it's also designed for spectators to barely pay attention and just pound Bush Light.
Bush. Yeah. And then like fucking finger fuck Bush and a blue boy.
Yeah. And that's how they develop their kink for being raped. Also,
We were finding out.
We
all
found the root.
ways.
We found the root of all evil.
yeah, I think
The
a
dick
couple
root
of
of all
these.
evil.
I think a couple of these things could lead to that.
I don't know. Have you ever been to a NASCAR race?
I
Yes.
haven't. No.
Watkins
have?
Glen. Yeah.
How awesome
Watkins
was it?
Glen's
It
got
was pretty cool. I went 2 or 3 times, and the tailgate parties were pretty cool.
That's
I would
the
like
trip.
going to one of
I
those
was a little
because
kid, but
that's a road course. I'd rather see that
Yeah.
road course.
and they got like the monitor in front of you, so when no cars are in front of you, you can see what's going on still.
It's just so weird being like this is what you see the entire time.
Have you ever been? Have you ever
And then
been-
that's it. And then you wait for a couple
I went
minutes.
to an Indy 500 before. That was
Really?
pretty crazy. The vibrations of those cars
Yeah.
going 220 miles
Those
an
cars
hour
are
or more.
fucking
Dude,
insane.
whenever we talk about Indy cars, it's immediately one of us goes,
Yeah.
open wheel racing
Fuck
is
open
fucked up.
Your chances
Formula
of
1
dying.
now.
Yeah.
Formula 1 is like partially electric, and now they're like silent.
That's
Cars?
nutty.
But
That's
then
nutty.
they actually added a thing that makes sound that's electric, so that people can hear when the cars are
Yeah.
coming, because otherwise they,
should
don't know.
do
They're
it
just
like,
gonna go.
like they should do it like
It's
those
like
little
those
toy
those,
sets,
yeah,
the slot cars or whatever.
yeah.
They're on like a track.
you push
You
the
just
button.
slow down a little bit in the turn so you don't fly off.
Those are fun.
Those
Yeah.
are awesome.
I love the
They
ones.
don't make toys like that
No,
anymore.
they don't.
No, they're all virtual. Fucking
I used to
Donkey
have.
Kongs and
Oh
shit.
my god!
I
I
know
used
what you're
to
about
have
to
the
say.
Charger Hot Wheels.
Yep.
They'd have like a little charger, and you put it on the charger for a minute, and it goes, and it charges up, and then you just set it down, and it goes missiles.
Oh, wow.
It's like all battery powered. It was so good.
I love the things at like the state fair and shit that are it's like the NASCAR cars, but you have the wheel here.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
yeah.
you watch it like
Yep.
Yeah.
overhead or
Oh
whatever.
yeah, that's wicked cool.
I
I forgot about that.
who does it. I think it's Oh.
The crisscross crash was the fucking shit too.
Yeah.
It was like
Yeah,
an
it was.
X or a
Yeah,
figure
they were-
8.
Yeah, with the X.
Yeah,
I'd go
and it would just
backwards.
boost them through.
I'd try to go backwards on the ring.
I was gonna say there was like a there was a wicked cool thing. I can't remember where we went. It was like a state fair. I can't remember if it was New York or Pennsylvania, or
We
if
should
it
get
was
Hot
like
Wheels, dude.
if it was like
We should do a
Darien-
Hot Wheel thing.
Darien Lake
Beyblades.
or Knobles. There was some place that I went with my family, and they had a thing that was like it was you stand around it. And every race is like 10 minutes or 5 minutes. And it was like NASCAR cars.
Mm-hmm.
And you would like bet tickets on the cars. And it was all randomized. Like that fucking Mario Party mini game.
Oh,
where
yeah.
you hop into a random vehicle and then maybe you'll win. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I remember my grandpa spending a ton of time literally just betting tickets on these fucking fake NASCAR cars that were all random. And like, he was just gone for like an hour and a half. And then he
things
showed
that-
up with a bunch of fucking
I think
stuff.
they have ones at carnivals that are just random with like horses on a track or whatever. You
Yeah,
kinda
it's just
bet.
like that. It was
Yeah.
just like that, but with NASCAR.
Yeah. I always think it's more fun to have the water guns that shoot at the
Yeah.
target.
Yeah.
Those are the fucking
They should
best.
have them move more
I was
because
gonna
it's
say,
too easy.
there's got to be one that's like the horses, but you shoot the water as it goes.
Really,
right?
all that comes down to is who's aiming directly at it right at the start.
Yeah.
If you're off at all and you have to adjust, that's it. It's over because
Yeah.
that someone else is already perfectly aiming at it.
Mm-hmm.
Carnival games are fun, but they're a fucking scam.
They're meant to be ripped. Like the fucking throwing the ring at the bottles and shit. That never works.
I've
I
done
think
it.
I've done it once.
Yep, I've
ever.
done it once. I
It's
got
pure-
the
it's-
goldfish.
It's pure luck. Yeah, if you get the goldfish, that's.
Oh, I like.
They
the
don't have
one-
silverfish and bronzefish though. They
Don't
should-
talk about silverfish.
They give you
We
silverfish.
fucking went in about silverfish for like a half hour. Not even. We
silverfish
went
if
in.
you
We
can
went in about
Oh god,
for like an hour on silverfish last week.
they're like the grossest thing.
Yeah, or house
in upstate
centipedes.
New
Are there
York.
bronzefish though?
Goldfish.
Smothered by. Was it smothered in or smothered by silverfish?
Smothered.
Smothered by silverfish. Yeah, because the album cover was going to be a silverfish with a pillow on your face.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the name of the band that Cass is making.
Yeah.
Smothered by silverfish, and it's just a giant silverfish smothering like Obama. He's giving a thumbs up.
Yeah,
That'd be
it's
the
a good-
creepiest
But,
thing.
You know what my favorite one is, and I always win it. It's the carnival game where they guess your age, and they have to be within like 3 years. Because I look like I'm in my mid-30s, and my
Right.
sister looks like she's 11. So we'll go up to it, and then they'll be like, "Oh, this is a man with his young daughter," and
Yeah.
then they're like, "You're about 37 years old," and I'll pull out my ID, and I'm like, "Nah, bitch, I'm 20."
I just as soon as I have a kid, I'm just gonna give him a fake mustache and do that and just beat all of them because there's no way they're guessing
You
it.
gotta
He
give him
could just
fake,
be a
You gotta
midget.
give him like a fake Hitler mustache.
Yeah, yeah. They ain't even gonna want to guess at that point. Are they even allowed to? Don't they have ones where they guess your name and shit? How the fuck are they ever gonna do that?
The ones that I know of, they guess there's one that it's your age, there's your weight, and then your
And then next to it is the hammer thing. Always the hammer thing's always right next to it because it's one guy that runs both of them.
Yeah, my dad was telling me about the hammer thing, and it's about how
you hit it, not how hard
How
you
you
hit
hit
it.
it, yeah.
Yeah.
Did you know that?
I'm really close to getting the one at the Ren Fair. Really
You
close.
like do it every year.
Practice.
I
practice
tried
every
to.
year.
Yeah. I've like barely dinged it, but I didn't like bing.
Yeah.
It's like tick.
I love when the big buff dude goes up to it and just fucking blows it every time because he does not understand that it's not pure strength.
No, it's technique, just like arm wrestling.
Yeah.
Yo,
It's about finesse.
Derek Thomas. Did I tell you guys he broke somebody's arm? Arm wrestling?
Oh, okay. I don't know Derek Thomas. I know the old linebacker.
Yeah, I was going to say, it sounds like a football player.
Yeah, he played for the Chiefs.
He could be a football player. He's like 6'3" or 4 or 5 and like
He broke the
250
arm
plus.
this way, like back?
Broke their arm up here
Right.
towards like their bicep and fucking it snapped up there because of the torque he had.
Oh.
Yeah, dude.
That's why they put the, in professional arm wrestling, they had the pads on each side.
It was just the amount of torque he had. He was
fucking
going
crazy.
against somebody that was like smaller than me. and broke their arm. Actually, probably about the same size as me. But.
There's got to be rules to like a professional arm wrestling tournament.
Well,
like you can't curl your hand like a lot of times because that gives you leverage.
Mm-hmm.
It's weird that that's a fucking competitive thing.
Yeah.
Leg wrestling's funny as shit too.
Have you seen the type of MMA that like looks like they're about to arm wrestle, but they just start punching each over the table? They're both hands are tied together.
Yeah. You're
and
just
they're
allowed
kicking
to
over the table and stuff.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Then doing like an arm bar with the table, like breaking his wrist over the fucking table.
That seems so dangerous.
Yeah.
It's so barbaric. It's like you might as well just fight.
I've seen different versions where like their left hands are tied together or their right hands are tied together. So I wonder if it's like both of them. Like, yeah, we're gonna fight with our left hands.
It's
and
just
we're
an
gonna
agreement thing.
arm wrestle with the right, so that then you're still trying to get the person like this and pinned in a sense. But they can't punch as good.
Yeah, that makes sense. It's just a weird thing. It's like you almost just would rather just be
There's
allowed
dudes
to
that
do
are
whatever.
knocked out and they're still like tied to his hand and they're trying to like untie their hands and stuff.
They tie it with rope or something. Just tie it all up.
I think it's like a glove that like, and then
just
it
grabs them both.
ties.
Yeah.
My pee smells like coffee so bad.
Yeah. Every time I have a coffee, it's like
Dude, it
the
smells
next
like
time I
straight
pee.
beans.
Yeah.
Like,
I had coffee last time. It was like December 4th last year.
That was the last time.
Yeah.
do you have caffeine ever?
Not really, no. I don't drink soda really. And
I don't either, but
it didn't really make me feel good after, and I don't
yeah,
eat first thing in the morning.
No.
Like I'll wait until it's
dude,
dark.
there's people that'll wake up and drink a Pepsi. It's like, fucking God, give your stomach a second, dude.
Yeah.
Like, hang on. There's people that'll drink 2 liters. It's fucking crazy.
Like, I wake up, I have a bottle of water, because I keep a case of water in my room.
That's good.
I have a bottle of water while I get ready for the day. Take a shower, shower, shave, brush my teeth, and then by the
Why do
time...
you shave after you shower?
Because it gets your hair file... Wait, what?
Why do you shave after you shower?
Because it gets your face softer. I use a safety razor. And if my skin isn't exfoliated and soft, I fucking slice my face up, make it hard. You don't use a safety razor to shave. You don't shave. Neither of you guys shave.
Shave my head.
Yeah. Well, you use the Norelco.
That's an electric
We use
razor.
the same razor for our heads. I don't use it as often as you do, obviously.
Right.
But
It's
Yeah.
what? So you shower with the bottle of water, or do you drink the bottle of water?
no, I finished the bottle of water. I have a whole routine. I finish the bottle of water before I.
You just get in the bathtub and pour the bottled water.
No. I finish the bottle of water usually I'll wake up, I'll open up YouTube, and whatever the first Joe Rogan clip is on my YouTube home screen, I listen to. And then I try and get my whole outfit ready for the day and finish that whole bottle of water before that clip is over. And then I get in the bathroom, and once a week iTunes makes me a custom playlist of like my favorite hits or whatever. It's like 25 songs. So I'll just put that on shuffle, get in the shower, shower, shave, and then brush my teeth. And then usually by then it's like 7:30. I don't leave for work until 8:15. And
how did we get into like your morning routine?
and then we were talking about coffee. We were talking about how people drink Pepsi when I wake up. And then usually by 8 o'clock, I don't really get the freshness in my breath anymore from brushing my teeth. And then I brew cold brew coffee. So I slam a glass of cold brew coffee, eat an apple, brush my teeth again, and then I go to work.
Wow.
It's a good routine. Works pretty well. The problem is as soon as I eat lunch, I crash like a bastard.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't eat lunch. Why
I
would
hate
you?
eating lunch, dude, because every time I eat lunch, I want to sleep. And my lunch is simple. I eat half a bologna sandwich and a bowl of Chex Mix.
Right. You gotta get Smuckers on Uncrustables. That's what you gotta do.
That's actually a good idea. I did.
I used to eat those.
I did, however, realize how amazing Chex Mix is.
Yeah, it is.
It's like I get pissed now when I can't find Chex Mix because I can't stand chips anymore. They're too greasy. I've been eating just Chex Mix for the past like 2 weeks. Like if I need a snack, a bowl of Chex or almonds, like fresh almonds, like without salt or anything on them.
Yeah.
Man, like walnuts are pretty good too.
Yeah, like
cashews.
My Aunt Liz is
the king of all is pistachio.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
My Aunt Liz has her desk is right next to mine in the office, so like throughout the day we'll eat like, almonds, pistachios. She's got pretzels. I don't like pretzels because they just make me drink too much water.
Right.
And
I'll brew. Nuts. I'm gonna be thirsty as shit too. That most of the
but they're
time.
not salted.
You can get
though.
unsalted.
Yeah,
ones.
I mean you can.
They're all unsalted. You ever have an unsalted almond, like a raw almond?
It's better.
They're
think.
so
I think
good.
so. Yeah.
They're so good. Like it's fucked up.
I accidentally got salted last time, and I was like, well, it's okay. I can take it.
You can do it. You just eat less of them.
Yeah. But no, we just finally got a Keurig in our office, and we have a box of Dunkin' Donuts French roast coffee. And the coffee mug I use is 16 ounces. And so at like 1 o'clock, I brew 16 ounces of coffee. Well, probably not 16, 12 ounces that way. And then I drop an ice cube in. And then every time I yawn, I take a mouthful of coffee. And that lasts me the whole day.
Have you guys?
I have
ever
this
had
routine
those
down to a science. What's
Herba mates or whatever.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Like
What is
that
it?
Herba mate.
I brought it. I brought it over a few times. It's like a tea that's like supremely dense in caffeine. It's like that yellow and green can. It says yerba mate on it. I fucking plugged it on a podcast.
It was. I never had them before, but when I was driving across the country, like around January 1st, I started like passing out, and then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna drink one of these. Started sipping on it, and still like passing out. And I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna chug it. And I chugged 2, and I was.
It's
up
almost
for,
immediate.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I think I have seen that.
Yeah, that shit.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah, you should just get Smucker's Uncrustables. Honestly.
So yeah, yerba mate is great. Christy showed it to me actually.
Okay.
Because I asked her to like pick me up a Monster or something. She's like,
they're
oh no,
better
we have
for
yerba mate in the fridge, and I'm like, huh?
Yeah.
I was excited. I thought it was like a drug that I never heard of before.
It is.
And it basically is. Yeah, it gets you wired. Another good thing too is ginseng, like just ginseng supplements, way better for you than caffeine.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't get you hyper, it gets you focused.
Yeah, the thing about caffeine is it like gets you hyped up for like 2-3 hours.
Yeah.
Unless you're drinking an espresso or something. But
Yeah,
like
like-
after that, it's like you're just back to you're not any less tired.
No.
You're just doing things more because you're more active.
Yeah. Like the optimal thing that I would do would have been like I'll wake up, take a B vitamin, a magnesium pill, and a ginseng pill, and then a glass of water. Then start my day.
I haven't taken vitamins in years.
Yeah, since Flintstones, dude.
I
Like
take
The Flintstones chewy.
I don't take them anymore. I used to take men's one a
Gummies.
day.
Yeah.
They do gummy vitamins
Yeah.
for
Well, I
adults.
used to do the Flintstones chewable ones or whatever. They basically were just sugar, is what it felt like.
Yeah.
But it was all vitamins. So
One time when I was a little kid, I like ate the whole bottle because I wanted candy, and my dad found me on the counter and was, "What are you doing?"
I mean, it's basically
That's
candy.
terrifying.
But you were loaded with vitamins, though. You
Yeah,
had that
that's
good.
That's why you were able to skateboard across America.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because
Give your kids
when you
your
were in your
vitamins.
developmental stages, you ate a bottle of Flintstones vitamins. You're just like bench pressing the countertop, like you're just flipping the car over, like "fuck you, Dad! Give me my Uncrustables."
Cass wants Uncrustables.
Okay, we talked
Kevin
about this
used to
before.
give me shit. Kevin used to give me shit for not toasting the Uncrustables.
Whoa, I've
putting them in
never
the
done
toaster.
Wait a minute.
He said that they're way better in the toaster, and actually
That's an
he was
option?
he was kind of right. You just can't do it for too long.
Do
'cause
it
if
just the lowest setting. That's what I do for Pop Tarts.
Just give it like a little.
That's a thing. Why don't they make peanut butter and jelly Pop Tarts? Do they?
They might.
I bet you they do.
But my
I
other
put my
thing
money on
was,
it. They
do
made
you
everything
remember
else.
grilled cheese Uncrustables?
Yeah.
You do? Yeah. Okay, so it's not a fucking...
I think we did look it up once.
We
and
did
they
look it up,
did
and I was
exist,
right.
and they don't anymore.
No, they
don't make
anymore.
them anymore.
There's a petition.
There's a petition, really?
There is a petition to bring back
I
grilled
thought you were
cheese
saying
Uncrustables.
against them.
Keep them away.
Our
No.
kids don't need this. Because I mean, by nature they're kind of like a lunch food, but really, like, I don't know. I feel like
If
It's
the thing is,
unnecessary.
if I had a box of grilled cheese Uncrustables, that would be all I ate until they were gone.
Right.
That's why I don't buy Hot Pockets in bulk anymore, because I'll be like, oh, I'm hungry, and then I'm like, I'm not gonna make anything. I'm just gonna cook a Hot Pocket.
right. I'm not gonna make less than 5 Hot Pockets because
No, dude, yeah, I know.
Half the bag.
you're just pouring
I know.
Hot
Like,
Pockets.
I'll buy a bag of like 50 Totino's pizza rolls, and I'll count out 25, and then I'll have 25, and then the next day I'll have the other 25, and the rest of them are gone.
Yeah.
I microwave them though. I'm weird. I don't like them in
It's
the
quick.
oven.
It's quicker. I mean,
I don't like them in the oven. I microwave them, and then I pull them apart. And by the time I rip them all in half, I just pop them all, and then they're gone.
I was just imagining putting them in like spaghetti.
that could work too.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah,
not a bad idea.
my cousin Nick, when he makes pizza rolls, he like covers them in like or dips them in marinara sauce. Not covers them.
Yeah, you could do whatever you want. Breadcrumbs or something, you know. You could really figure some shit out.
I think I'm going to try that sometime.
Yeah. Put some macaroni and cheese in it.
Yeah.
Okay, now we're talking.
One time I made pasta with lasagna noodles. It was pretty cool. It was hard to eat, but it was pretty cool. It was the right amount of noodle.
My
I
favorite.
recommend breaking them.
What's
Yeah.
the hardest food to eat? Like, there's shit that slips off your fork. You know what I mean? There's some shit that's elusive.
Butter.
Butter, just pure butter.
I was gonna say, my favorite thing is just any type of stovetop mac and cheese, but the cheese is liquid, or not liquid, but it's like
In the pack.
it's in a package, but it's not powdered.
Yeah.
So I guess it would be like a liquid.
So liquid, yeah.
Gelatin on liquid form
Yeah,
thing.
you don't need to add milk or butter or anything. But if you're gonna do it with the powder instead of milk, do cream cheese.
Ooh, yeah. They do something like that down at Global.
Yeah.
They use like cream cheese for their cheese.
If you use
See, they got it figured out.
use cream cheese for your your base or whatever.
Somebody told me cottage cheese too.
Yeah.
I haven't tried that.
I don't
one
like
yet.
cottage cheese or cream cheese, but I'll.
I
put that in my
started to
macaroni and
recently.
cheese. Cottage cheese?
I haven't had cottage cheese in long enough to know.
Everybody I
'Cause
know
I'm
that
pretty
likes
sure I don't like it, but I feel like if I try it again, I'd be like, oh, it's okay.
cottage cheese is another thing like pineapple, where anybody I know that likes it loves it and they'll eat it with anything. Like my dad will have like slices of apples and he'll dip it in cottage cheese.
Yeah.
But
I
It's
feel like that's
mostly
the
the
case with blue
consistency.
cheese and shit
yeah,
too, though. Like,
but I like ricotta, which is weird.
True.
Ricotta is one of my
Ricotta
favorites, and
is-
it's the same consistency, right?
yeah, it's
No,
kinda,
not
well,
quite.
It's similar.
But it's almost, but
yeah, it's got like the puffiness to it.
yeah.
Like I'll put. Oh my god, my dad when he makes homemade pizza, he'll have the crust right on the outside, obviously, but right before the crust, he'll have like a little strip of ricotta cheese outside the crust.
Right.
So then you eat the whole pizza, and then you're just like, oh, I got ricotta cheese and a little bit of sauce, and then a breadstick.
I did stuffed crust pizza with ricotta cheese one time, and then what I did for the sauce, I got angel hair, and then I mixed it up in the sauce that I was using, which was a rosé, which is just Alfredo and marinara together.
Yeah. Oh,
But I covered the noodles in the sauce. Then I put the noodles on it. Then I put the cheese on it. It was super
that's
good.
like carving up like a motherfucker.
Yeah, that's what I do. Like just straight carbs and
Carb up.
cheese. That's
Yeah,
how you survive as a vegetarian, kind of. Just carbs.
Yeah, they should make pizza with the crust on the inside instead of on the outside.
I thought of this one thing. What if you got like
That
a
was
piece?
just fucking choked.
You get a
I
piece of
thought he was going to
pineapple.
say something eloquent. He's like, they should do pizza
It's like,
with,
it's
and
like just a little
I'm expecting
circle on the
something cool.
inside. It's like a donut.
It's just a fucking stromboli, you fuck.
I had
Or
this
like
idea.
bruschetta, like bruschetta.
No, a stromboli is
get-
just folded over. That's all
You
it
get
is.
a piece of pineapple, but you cut it like a shape of a pizza slice, and then you wrap it in dough, and then you put the sauce and cheese on top.
Can Danny and I switch lives for like a week? Like just be like, you got to be Jake for a week.
I don't cook that much at home. I just come up with these
she can
ideas.
sleep in my bed. She's gonna itch.
She's
gonna itch when she's done. Like if you, what is the thing that Tom Segura says? He's like, if you sleep in a hotel room after I'm in there, shit is gonna itch on you. That's my bedroom. Like, I can't believe I'm advertising my my bedroom as that. But yeah, like, yeah. So she can just sleep in my bed. She can stay there.
Doesn't seem like a fair
I got everything
exchange.
you need. She's got she'll have a nice laptop. She'll have an Xbox. She'll have a case of water, and granola.
Right.
Like
and a straight razor.
Be okay. A straight razor. No, a safety razor, not a straight razor. I'm not a savage.
I mean, you could use a straight razor.
Yeah.
Those are fucking rough, man. Some people can use it though. You know how? Have you ever seen Sweeney Todd?
Yeah, that's why I fucking sometimes hate going to the barber.
Yeah. He's just like you know what? I'm just gonna cut everybody's throat with a fucking
I love how
razor.
exaggerated the blood is in that movie.
Yeah.
It's like like it shoots off like a fucking science fair project.
It's a cool concept. I really like that concept. It's just people get turned off to it because it's a musical.
Yeah, which is
the story is really fucking cool.
Yeah.
It's a dude like getting revenge on a dude who fucked him over by disguising himself as a barber.
Yeah,
and he
and
just
then
slaughters a bunch of people.
Then his wife bakes all the bodies in the pies. You've seen it, right?
Nope.
He kills all these people and has a chair that he just like drops their bodies down into the basement. And the downstairs of his barber shop is a meat pie like shop, and she just uses all of the meat and serves it to people in pies
to get rid of all the evidence.
It's pretty awesome.
It's pretty hardcore.
Dwindling customers.
Yeah.
Oh,
people
man.
start disappearing.
That's a guy that's fucked up though. Is Johnny Depp? Did we talk about Johnny Depp?
I heard he has way too many houses.
Yeah, we talked about this with Cody about a year ago.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure he has 13 or 14 houses.
Yeah. And he's best friends with Doug Stanhope, which is the only thing I envy about him.
Yeah. Well, he's probably been in those houses once. Probably each one once and lives in one of them. Because there's no way you have 13 houses.
If you lost something and you're like, fuck, what house did I
Yeah,
live?
yeah. Shit, where's my phone?
Yeah.
Oh, it's in my fucking Colorado house.
Yeah.
Buy a new one.
Yeah, I mean, he probably has fucking 16 of them.
Probably has somebody following around that is his phone.
Yeah, yeah. Or it's like installed in his brain already.
That's why he's crazy.
Yeah. He's just a guy. I feel like he's just one of those dudes that spends way more than he needs to. I feel like that's a thing. Like that's a symptom of when you get past that $1 million mark. You start paying for. I don't think they recognize how much things cost, and it adds up over time. And then eventually they look at their bank account and they're like, "Oh shit! Wait, what's happening here?" And they also have payments that they don't look at nowadays. Like when your credit card's on shit, it just gets charged automatically. They probably have things like that reoccur, and they don't fucking recognize it.
That fucks me up, and I'm good with my money. Yeah. Like, I'll like look at my bank account in like the morning, and it'll be like, oh, it's have all automatic. Like, I'll have whatever in my savings, and I'll keep like 100, 150, and then I'm like, oh, okay, so I bought, and
in your head you have X amount of money, but actually it's like $40 less.
I bought a bottle of like Angel's Envy, and then I bought, some mixers, and then later in the day I went to Groffalo's and I got a sub, so that's $25.
Yeah.
And then
you look at it
3 days later it'll be like D&D, and I
like
check
Hulu,
my phone, and
Netflix.
it's like, oh, I have $15 in my account.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. It's the fucking way she goes.
Fucking way she goes, boy.
Yeah, fucking. Oh, fuck.
That's what I liked about my old bank was that every time
it was right there.
Yep.
Everything about my old bank was every time my card was used, it would text me and let me know what was being charged out of it, so I could keep up real time. But now with OCFCU, I gotta log in, and it takes.
See, I was gonna switch to them, and because they have like
the roundup.
Well, also you can snapshot your check and stuff like that.
Yep.
But then
Chase.
Empower decided to get that like the week after I was about to switch.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh,
do they have the roundup program though? Because that's the best part.
I did like that.
Yeah.
I never like used it long enough to do that, but
If you make $1,000 1,000 times, you got $1 million.
Yeah, all you have to do is make $1,000 1,000 times.
Yeah,
So
but if
you make $1,000 a day for 3 years, you got $1 million.
Yeah. So we should just do that.
But if you,
What are we doing here?
if every payday you buy a Garofalo sub in 3 years,
All right.
you have high cholesterol, which is what my goal is. Because I
I thought you were going to
exclusively,
say amount of money, but you just said high
I
cholesterol.
exclusively get the either Italian mix or the cheeseburger sub,
Huh.
which apparently still blows people's minds. The concept of a cheeseburger sub.
Yeah, like what?
I didn't know. I really
It's-
didn't know they had them
it's
there
just a
until you said them a couple
Taco.
times.
It's a giant taco.
Yeah, it's literally like there's just something.
Wait, is it ground beef or is it actual cheese?
It's
Okay,
ground beef.
so it's just taco.
Yeah, so you just get a sub roll, you get ground beef. Actually, I think at Garofalo's, at Sub Shop it's ground beef, but at Garofalo's it's a patty for the sub,
Okay.
and then
Ooh.
they put all the toppings in it.
That's how they should do it.
Yeah, that shit's amazing.
I mean, that's basically
And
just
after you eat-
that's just a cheeseburger
burger.
in a different shape.
After you
That's what
eat
it
that,
is.
you feel like you just conquered a city. Like I feel like Genghis. Like I get a cheeseburger.
I would think you would feel
guys-
lethargic.
No, the Sweet Inspirations up in Fulton.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
They have the Bubba Burger Challenge, which is like 3 half-pound patties and 4 pieces of bacon between each patty and
Really?
cheese and
I haven't been there in so
And,
long.
like,
That's the one out by the lake.
I
right?
thought it
giant
was just
servings
cakes and
of
shit.
yeah. And
I thought they just did cakes.
Don't they do
No,
ice cream and shit?
pastries.
That's the only reason I went there. I
Yeah,
think
I
was
thought
for
they did like
they
sweets.
they do have
Oh, okay.
an ice cream place
Right,
right
yeah.
there, but like the other part is a restaurant,
Okay, yeah, yeah. It's been wicked long. Holy shit.
and it's a cool food challenge if you guys like want to do like a 1.5-pound burger.
That's what you need is food challenges.
Yeah.
Yep.
Vinny and I went to the press box the other day, and he got like the, I don't know what the fuck it was called. It was like the press box burger, whatever the fuck it is, and it was a 16-ounce burger with bacon in the works, and this thing was literally like, it had to have been like that big around.
Wow.
Even the Ruby Tuesday, the Colossal Burger is pretty big too.
The best thing at Ruby Tuesday, oh, it's the only thing I ordered, the Smokehouse Burger. It's a cheeseburger with lettuce and tomato, and then it has onion rings, and then it's slathered in barbecue sauce, and then you get bacon
Oh,
on it,
yeah.
and then all the cheese is melted around the whole thing.
Yep.
That's the key.
Yup.
Melt the cheese around.
But you got to pay the extra $2 to get the prime beef or whatever, because I did it once without like the premium beef there. Dog shit.
you gotta get the
Like if you're listening and you're like, I want to go to Ruby Tuesday, get a burger. If you're gonna get a burger at Ruby Tuesday, pay the extra $2, you fuck, because you'll love it. Trust me. Tell them Jake sent you, and then not me. Tell them a different Jake
right.
sent you.
What else are you gonna do with the $2? Get the salad bar.
They got noodles on the salad bar now.
Yeah, I was gonna say the salad bar at Ruby Tuesday is actually clutch as
They
fuck.
have noodles.
I replaced my.
I should just get noodles.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
just
what I want to do.
noodles.
Just go there for salad bar and just eat noodles on noodles on noodles.
You can replace your side with a salad bar. You can either get like,
I
like
think you
fries and fries and green beans, or you can get a salad bar. And the salad bar is legit. Like,
No, you just get double fries.
Yo, one time when I was working there, I was cleaning up the salad bar, picking everything up, and at the end there's the balsamic
and there was
vinegar.
a human torso in the balsamic vinegar.
There's the balsamic in the oil, and I was wiping off the very end of the counter, and the rag whipped around my hand, and I was holding something in my left hand, and it
Not
hit
anymore. You're not.
it hit the bottle of balsamic, and it's in a glass wine bottle, and it falls off of the edge. I pick my right foot up, and I caught it
Yep.
as it's like going, and it still kept tilting towards that way. And
That's
then
hacky sack skills.
and then
there.
I scoop my foot to the other side, and then it equaled it out, and then I like teeter-tottered it all the way down to the floor, like for a second or
Yeah,
so.
you like rocked it to sleep.
So because it was about to fall off both sides, and only a tiny little balsamic got on the floor, and that stuff smells so bad. It'd be so bad if
Yeah.
that broke. I'd have been fucked
Yeah.
picking it up.
did you work at Ruby Tuesday
I worked there for 2.5 years or so. 2 years.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I enjoyed working there. Everything except the burgers and steaks, though, is microwaved.
They're microwaved?
Everything except the burger and steaks.
Oh, okay. I was about to fucking scream.
The ribs, they'll just
somebody was
it's
telling
in
me
plastic wrap already.
Well, Allie,
and
you know Allie Bush, right?
Yep.
She was telling me about that. About how
I worked with her too. She was cool.
yeah, she's fucking awesome. Shout out to Allie.
She's all right.
But yeah,
Well, somebody's got to have a contrary opinion here.
she's telling me like
We can't
a lot
all
of things
agree
are
on
put on
everything.
like a conveyor belt sort of thing, right, or whatever.
Yep,
yeah.
the impenger.
Yep.
Oh.
They do that at Domino's so that it's cooked the same temperature every time.
That makes sense. Unless you do get it well done.
You have to get it well done.
Then they just send it through again.
Again, yeah.
I knew it. I got everybody on that. The fucking well done craze for Domino's.
No, I don't do it.
Yeah, because you're a fucking pussy.
It's fucking stupid. I don't want my shit dry.
It's not dry.
It dries it out, man.
I ask them not to put the butter crust on.
That's
Oh, really?
that's the other thing that I'm
seasoning and
on
shit.
to is because it makes your fingers and shit so greasy,
Mhm.
and like the crust itself is just good.
And you can get provolone instead of the mozzarella. Yeah.
Excuse me.
Yeah, you can get provolone instead of mozzarella.
How do you do that? Just
Just-
put it in your special request.
Yeah, I like to call them so that I tell them what I want, but I hate doing things online. But you can do that. You know, have you ever gotten the pan pizza?
Yeah,
That's half provolone, half mozz. And
that makes so much sense because the pan pizza is the way to fucking go.
yeah, I always get the 2 pan pizzas
Yeah.
and then eat them
get
both.
Yeah, yeah. That's the problem with Domino's is that like when
MSG in there.
yeah, when we play D&D at Brian's, we get Domino's 9 times out of 10, and we usually order at like 8:30. Except for the one time when we got it super late because I ordered it on my phone and I gave them my house
wrong address.
instead of Brian's house,
Yep.
and they were.
And we had to get a hold of Lon and all this shit.
Yeah, it ended up being like an hour and a half.
Whoa.
Yeah.
And for some cold pizza.
It was actually
It wasn't
actually
really.
pretty consistent.
Yeah, they
Okay.
figured it out.
Yeah, which was weird. I was kind of skeptical about that.
I think they faked us out. They didn't
Yeah.
really go there.
But yeah, we will get it, and then it'll be like in my head, I'm thinking like, oh, I'll have like 2 or 3. Like, oh, I ate dinner before I came to Brian's. I'll have like 2 or 3 slices, and then immediately it's like, oh, this whole pizza's gone.
Yeah.
Or I'll have 1 slice left, and I'll just be like, I don't want it, and I'll leave the whole slice.
Well, the thing with that gluten or MSG that's in it, it turns off the part of your brain that tells you you've had enough to eat.
Yeah.
So that's why when you eat like Chinese food or
was just gonna
whatever,
say that.
after you get full, 20, 30 minutes later, you eat the rest of it.
Yep. And then 20, 30 minutes later, you're hungry again.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember you and Danny gave me a whole rundown about MSG. Actually, it might have been you, Danny, and Tarzan were teaching me about MSG because I had no
sure.
idea what it was about. That would have been like one of our philosophical.
They're like, you guys want to know?
THC
You want to know about
infused discussions.
MSG? have
It's
a
like,
seat.
they're like, I just walk in, like you and Tarzan are playing RuneScape, and it's just like, "What's up, Jake?" I'm like, "Oh, not much. I just got Domino's earlier," and you're just like, "You ever heard of monosodium glutamate?"
It's like Joe Rogan when it comes to DMT. He like can't wait to tell everybody about it.
Dude, my favorite thing that I saw recently from Joe Rogan, I watched the podcast with Forrest Griffin or what are the
Forrest
no
Gump.
Gavin Ford, whatever the fuck his name is, the fucking the guy that was on the other day. They were talking about there is in the jungle. There is a new-ish like subspecies of chimpanzee that exclusively hunts big cats. Whoa. And they fuck them up. Wow. Like they'll scare the big cats like jaguars into trees, and then they'll coordinate attacks and throw shit at them, and then when they jump out of the tree they fucking all pounce and just rip them to shreds.
Right.
And it's getting to be a problem because
No shit.
now there's less and less jaguars in the jungles and shit.
They're like, you know what? This is starting to be a problem here. Like, when do you recognize
that's
that?
crazy. That's crazy to me because there was a documentary. Do you know Alex Brightbeck, right?
No.
You know Alex Brightbeck. No.
I know Alex Jones.
Okay. Well,
He's cool.
I work.
He's a good
I work
dude.
at the Manor with Alex. Wicked cool guy. He's
Does
a
he
lot
have
like
a twin?
No,
Yeah,
you
it's
know
Alex
Don
Jones.
or Rob Oden.
No.
Oh, he's their brother.
I
But
know Rob, yeah.
yeah, he's Rob's brother. He's a lot like us, where he's super interested in a lot of subjects. So like he just digests and consumes all this information.
I don't digest any of it.
No,
I just consume it and then I forget it.
and then you shit it out. You shit it out and just play Halo.
Yeah.
But he was telling me about this documentary that was talking about how like if humans didn't exist, what would happen with the world? And like if humans were just wiped out overnight, what would happen? And apparently, like obviously overgrowth would take over, but big cats would reign supreme because they're just perfect predators.
Yeah. And they're big.
Yeah. And that's what's fucking scary is that in those jungles, the jaguar is the apex predator. And now all of a sudden these chimpanzees are learning how to just fucking destroy them.
Yeah.
Right.
Like over all this evolution, like we're kind of watching not evolution, but like adaptation, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they got it all figured out, man.
Sounds stupid, but if you had like a cat the size of King Kong, that would fuck
That's
shit
ball
up.
game. That's it.
Yeah.
Call
There,
it.
there isn't even a movie like that. There's no movie with a gigantic, monstrous cat.
Yeah.
That's true.
Seems kind of silly, but it would totally fuck shit up.
They're savage shit. Even house cats are.
Well, like
Yeah.
spaghetti kills shit that's twice his size.
Yeah.
yeah.
Uncle Wes was telling me about how there was that family of foxes behind the house, and Spaghetti was just like lounging.
Not anymore.
Yeah, Spaghetti was lounging around in the backyard, and Uncle Wes was sitting out there with Coco. Coco went to the bathroom, and this fox was coming up and encroaching, and he looked over, and Spaghetti was gone, and then like 30 seconds later, he was just like on this fucking mama fox.
Yeah.
And just killed it and left it there.
Yeah.
Like, didn't even was just like, yeah, fuck it.
Oh god. Yeah,
My
cats
work
are
is
brutal.
Yeah. Spaghetti's a motherfucker. And the funniest shit was when Spaghetti and Marley would work together, because Marley would fuck shit up too.
They're like
He'd go,
velociraptors.
yeah, he'd go after like skunks and raccoons and shit. Yeah, clever girl. Marley would like distract him, and Spaghetti would come up just.
Yeah. Yeah. you gotta
Watching
work
cats
together.
kill shit is crazy because they just know how to kill things.
Yeah.
Like innately, they know
I mean,
how
yeah,
to kill
it's
things.
just they're supposed to.
Yeah,
they got fish hook claws.
yeah
Yeah.
That's great.
retractable.
That's why like dogs are afraid of them.
Yeah,
Dogs only got like the one weapon of like they got a good clamp bite.
give them the clamps.
The clamps.
But cats are more like they'll cause more pain, which will intimidate the
Right,
dog
yeah.
or whatever
And
they're
it
going
almost
against.
seems like cats have an extreme. Not that I know from experience, but from what I've.
Pain tolerance.
Yes,
yeah.
they have an extremely high tolerance to pain.
Yeah.
They're quick.
Your cat's
too.
a motherfucker, though.
Yeah, he's a douche.
He's a fucking
Yeah.
asshole.
Well, they're quick, and they also like are just really like they're so fast that like they can just
Yeah.
do it all real fast, and you don't have any time to
They're like
react.
kung fu masters and shit. They're like
Yeah.
Ip Man.
Yeah, it's like all they charge up and then.
No,
Like,
but
you know what I
fucking
mean?
Cass's cat, if they didn't trim his claws the day before I went over there, I would have died in front of Cass and Danny. Because I'm
an
sitting out
ass.
there for like 30 seconds and I sit down and I see him come near me and I'm like, oh fuck. And I look at Cass and I'm like, and then he sees me and he like rubs up against me and I'm like, oh, he's fine. I'm not moving. And then all of a sudden, it's
Don't
just,
move.
like claws from elbow down. And then he's scurrying,
You have to
scratching the shit
wear.
out of me, and then he
you have
sprints
to wear
away.
to have a cat. You have to wear steel plating at all, at all
yeah,
times.
you have to wear fucking chain
knight's
mail.
armor. Yeah.
Yeah, fucking A.
All right, that's it, I guess. Are we gonna do another part or what? What time is it?
I'm down to keep going. It's only 11:30.
We can do.
All I have to do
an
tomorrow is go to calling hours. So,
hour. Oh, okay.
but that's not till later.
Way to bring us down. ClearShotsPodcast.com is where you'll find links to everything we do. You can check us out on Twitter at ClearShotsPod. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram, and check us out on Periscope for live videos. If you have anything you want to ask us, send us an email at clearshotspodcast@gmail.com. Thank you for listening. We will see you next time.